Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have J-Hope in the box. It's J-Hope from BTS. Yeah, well, there's a number of BTS related things, Korean soap operas, Korean concerts, Korean behind the scenes things, but primarily we have a BTS concert. We watched that a couple months ago, I believe, with them performing not even just a few miles from where I am right now, back in 21, I guess, 22, something like that. Anyway, they had a big blowout at the SoFi Stadium, and here this is J-Hope on his own, just sort of behind the scenes, doing a solo thing, heading to Lollapalooza. He's recording his new album, kind of a play on Jack in the Box, J-Hope in the Box, and he's just sort of, I don't know, you get to just walk around in his brain in a sense and just see him working things out. And he's recording in a studio, but it's really strange that he's doing this. It looks like he's doing it at his computer at home at his desk. I realize that maybe there's a studio there, but I mean, he's literally singing into a mic or rapping or whatever he's doing into a microphone that's at his desk. There's no like producers, there's no sound system or whatever, but there's no booth or anything, so it's kind of weird. But so I guess that's how they make albums today for Korean pop bands or solo artists, as it were. So in this, you get to see him just sort of going through all that, visiting his family, hanging out with friends. Some of the BTS guys, I think Jimin is what of his name, Jimin, I don't know. I don't know who they are. He shows up at least at one point, I guess, or a few points, and you get to meet his family dog, and you see his family, and he's making his way to Lollapalooza in Chicago, and and you get to see him interacting with other celebrities and fans. There's a listening party at one point. So if you're really into BTS and specifically J-Hope, well then, yeah, this is obviously going to be appealing to you, interesting to you. To anybody else, maybe not. And by the way, the subtitles are not on by default, so it is completely in Korean, and you have to make sure you turn those on into whatever language you're listening to them. I had to choose, of course, English. Duh. So yeah, it is an interesting behind the scenes thing. I like these types of music industry behind the scenes things. Sometimes they can be a little bit self-involved, but that's the entertainment business for the most part. But he seems to be, fairly humble, fairly real in the way he presents himself. And there are some questions about whether he should do a BTS song in his set at Lollapalooza. And I don't know I can't tell, because they intersperse toward the latter half of the documentary, they intersperse songs, performances from Lollapalooza. I don't know if he did multiple sets, or they just keep moving back and forth between conversations and behind the scenes stuff and performances. So if you're interested in seeing the performances, you can just skip ahead to those. If you want to see some favorite songs, they do Dynamite, apparently, from BTS. But it's the tropical mix or something, because, the other guys aren't there, so he can only really do his parts, so he gets the audience to do the other parts, and the fans, of course, who are smashed it up against those fences, they know the songs, otherwise they wouldn't be there, I would think. So yeah, it's not something I think I would have picked myself or chose to watch, but hey, if it's your thing, nothing against it. Hey, have your fandom and never be ashamed of it. I saw Katy Perry recently. Yeah, I saw Katy Perry in Las Vegas, and it was pretty fantastic. It's my not so guilty pleasure. I enjoy her, and she's weirdo, and that's fantastic. So yeah, so I can enjoy pop music too. Yeah. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 99. Could it be a documentary? No, it's not. It's a series. It's actually probably somewhat popular series. We'll have to check it out. It is Dog with a Blog. Yeah, so we'll watch one episode, check that out. And I'll be back here to talk about that. Dog with a Blog on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.